So I'm gonna be showing you how I can basically turn any PC into another PC without any tools or whatsoever in order to make sure that we get better performance out of it. Don't forget to leave a like, and now let's get straight into it. So guys, and what we want to do in the first place is actually go into a Windows search bar and type in storage until we can find the storage settings themselves. And you can already see here we have a super powerful option which I don't see a lot of people utilizing, which is basically storage SAN, and can automatically free up your system space, guys, which is going to be super important, especially if you only have like a smaller hard drive or you maybe don't even have an SSD. We're going to go onto configure and we have storage SAN here already, and yeah, you can see now when should it basically like clean our PC in order to make it run faster. We can put it to every day, every week, or every month. I would actually leave it on every week once, guys, you know, so therefore just to make sure that you really have like no unnecessary data on your PC. And especially the temporary files are also checked. You can also put it here, let's just say specifically to something like here, I don't know, 14 days, I would say maybe for the recycling bin. Then we can also do something like actually deleting our downloads folder, which I maybe wouldn't recommend you, but you know, just simply leave this one here on every week and the delete files in the recycling bin on maybe like 14 days to really make sure that you don't have like unnecessarily trash files on your PC. And once we're done with that, guys, we're gonna go back, you know, onto temporary files, and this is super important, yeah, because delivery optimization files are the ones which can actually slow down your PC basically and cause some issues, the same way with DirectX shader cache, which can cause your FPS stutter in games. So therefore, if out of nowhere you have tons of FPS drops, it might be worth a shot to actually check your DirectX shader cache and just simply delete it, because it gets recreated every time you hop back into a game. So therefore, make sure everything is selected just like here: Windows Update Cleanup, delivery optimization files, and DirectX shader cache. Then we go under remove, and you can see everything is gonna get removed here now in the background, and we only have to wait a few minutes. After it's done, your PC should be faster than before. And for this next step, guys, I'm going to show you a small trick to actually get more out of your CPU. And what you guys want to do is go into Windows search bar, type in power until you can find edit power plan, and then we're gonna click onto change advanced power settings until we have this new window here. And in there we can already see now processor power management, and there we have the minimum processor state, which you should put to something between 90 and 100%. Then as well the maximum processor state, which I like to keep on 100, because I want to get the most power out of my CPU basically. And it's kind of self-explanatory, you know, the minimum and the maximum to really keep it between like, let's just say like 90 to 100% to really get the most out of it, guys. Super easy thing. Then as well, PCI Express, you're actually gonna go into link state power management, and you're gonna make sure that this one is actually set to off and not moderate or maximum power state, because this one basically is for our GPU, guys, making sure that we can get the most out of our GPU and our CPU, as you can see in these two steps. And then we're already done, and we're gonna click onto OK. Then this next step, guys, we're gonna go on the system, and then we're gonna type in here system configuration, click onto it, guys. And once we're in here, we can now see general, boot, services, startup, and tools. And what we want to do in the first place, guys, is go onto boot and select no GUI boot, because yeah, this is just like sort of like a fancy animation while starting your PC, which we don't have to care about. And the timeout we're gonna put to 10 seconds. Then we're gonna go onto advanced options and make sure number of processors is actually checked, and we're gonna put it to the maximum amount of threads on your PC. For me here right now, I have an 8 core and 16 thread CPU, so therefore I can put it on 16, just simply put it on the maximum. Then we're gonna go over to services, and there you kind of maybe already have a knowledge about some services which you don't need to have running in the background 24/7. Maybe something like my Logitech update service, I don't need it actually basically 24/7 in the background. Go through a PC real quick, you will definitely know better than me what tools you have on it here installed. Or maybe Origin even here, if I go for O, then you can see Origin client service and web helper, don't need it, clicking onto apply, and it's already stopped. Then the next step, we're also gonna go under startup actually, guys, open the task manager, and there you have even more tools which are launching every time you start your PC. Something like the GOG Galaxy launcher I only use for Cyberpunk, so therefore I can basically disable it on the launch. The same with my Logitech Hub, I also don't need it. For the rest, something like maybe Spotify, it is already. My Faceit I can fully disable. Vanguard as well, because I don't play so often here. Stereo Series GG software, also don't need it every day. You get the point, guys. Just simply go through it and really make sure that you disable everything which you don't need every single day. And once we're done with everything, we're gonna click onto OK, and we're done with this step. We only need to restart our PC, but we're gonna do it after the next step. What I want you to do in this next step is go again into a Windows search bar, type in Windows, and then we're gonna type in update delivery, and there we can see now Windows Update delivery settings. And this is kind of weird, guys, because it actually makes it possible for Microsoft to utilize a Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC as a server for people in your surroundings, as it already says here, PC on the local network or PCs on the internet. And usually this is enabled, so therefore, yeah, if someone needs a Windows update in your near, they can use your PC fully as a server. And we of course don't want that, guys, so please make sure this one is fully actually disabled, because this might be the cause for like instantly high ping out of nowhere, you know. Let's just say you're playing your favorite game, Valorant, Fortnite, whatever, and out of nowhere you have high ping spikes. This might be the reason, so therefore make sure that's disabled, and we're already done here. In this next step, guys, you're gonna go again into your Windows search bar and type in privacy settings. And they can already see let applications use advertising ID to make ads more interesting to you. Basically, Microsoft is just collecting all of your data. And what you want to do is make sure that every single one of these options is actually on off, guys. And it doesn't end there, guys, because you can basically go through all this application permissions list here, except maybe something like camera and microphone, which you kind of need for recording or gaming, messages, radio. You can go through every single one of them and make sure that it's actually fully turned off, guys. Yeah, every single one of these here, because Microsoft is, as mentioned, just collecting data of your PC, slowing it down and giving you therefore worse performance while gaming. And this next up, guys, I'm going to show you how you can basically disable all of these fancy animations here on our PC. We just have to go into our performance settings, you know, just simply type in performance into a search bar, and there you have now adjust for appearance and performance. And you can see here, once I move around my window, or as mentioned here when I open up my Windows bar, we have like here this animation while going up, or we can always see basically the whole entire window while moving it around. You can actually fully disable that, guys, and the only thing which I would recommend you to keep on is show thumbnails instead of icons, because let's just say as an example that you have a video on your desktop, you actually have the thumbnail or the preview of the video. So therefore what we're gonna do is click onto adjust for best performance and only select show thumbnails instead of icons, click onto apply, and now that it's applied, guys, you can see I have no more preview here, or if I open up my Windows menu, it just plops up, you know, there's no more animation. Super easy and gives you a lot more performance. And the final step, guys, we're gonna go into a Windows search bar, type in keyboard until we can find the keyboard control panel. And what you want to do actually for less input delay is make sure that the character repeat delay is on the shortest possible and the repeat rate on fast, guys. This just simply makes it possible for you to really spam your keys as fast as possible, which can be, especially while gaming, super beneficial, you know, games like Valorant, Fortnite, CSGO, where you really need to have like super low input delay. And basically the faster you put your repeat rate, the more spammable your keys are. So therefore, yeah, it makes sense, kind of, you know, self-explanatory. Gonna click onto apply and onto OK. And we're already good to go with this step as well. And for the final step, guys, we're gonna go into our Windows search bar and type in game mode until we can find the game mode settings, guys. And I gotta say, personally, on my PC it works. The game mode does actually improve my FPS, but for some people the results might be different. You really have to try that for yourself. But what you can do 100% is go under graphics settings, and then you can see now that we have hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, which is going to give us less latency and improve the performance of our PC. But we can also go under browse and add whatever games we want to play, guys, and then we can put it actually under options to high performance, always making sure that our GPU is working 100% to give us the best performance possible. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out all the videos on my channel because they all can be super helpful.